What's up you guys, Jason Wardrop here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I got over 15,000 paying SaaS clients for my software company. And the key trigger to this whole thing, I did it without a sales team. So I was the only person on the sales and the marketing team doing everything. So I'm not necessarily saying I recommend this, but I'm going to show you guys the highly scalable, highly leveraged way to go through and make this happen. Now, if you're brand new here to the channel, my name is Jason Wardrop. Back in May of 2015, I started my own real estate CRM and marketing software company. Like I said, was able to get over 15,000 paying clients onto that software platform, exit that business in early 2021, and now basically what I do is I show others how to duplicate my success by white labeling a marketing and sales software CRM and be able to just basically go through and replicate all the things that I've done. So that's why I'm gonna go through and map this all out. And if you guys stick with me here to the end of the video, smash the like button, drop a comment down below. I'll show you guys how to get all these sales funnels, all the templates, the training, everything that I'm talking about, so you literally can just duplicate what I've already seen a lot of success with, right? So there's kind of 3 core funnels here, and I know maybe some of you guys have seen maybe a video or two talking about 1 or 2 of these funnels. I wanna throw in a 3rd one that was honestly a total game changer for my business and add a ton of profitability. And so we're just gonna dive into it. So first of all, the first thing that we need in order to get 15,000 paying SaaS customers, 1, we need to use paid ads, right? We can't do that organically. And then 2, in order to do it without a sales team, I'm not saying a sales team is bad. Sales teams are great, and it's awesome to be able to go through and leverage yourself by having multiple people just like you being able to go through and sell. But to be able to do that as one person, obviously you need to have some right systems in place and right scale and leverage. And honestly, that's the way I like to build my entire business. That's the way I'm building my new business right now. And so I want to show you guys how this all works. So what I would do is I would run, let me see the best place to stand. I'm in a new office. I'm trying to figure out the whole lighting, best place to stand and all this stuff. So just bear with me here. So I mainly would run Facebook ads right here. And I did a little bit of YouTube ads. And I would send them to a funnel right here, which I'm sure you guys have heard of sales funnels. And it was a webinar funnel, and what I would do is I would pre-sell 3 months to the software, right? And so I'm giving them some access to the software, and on this webinar, it's about a 90-minute presentation. I'd go through and I would show real estate agents how to get more leads for their business, because that was kind of a key pain point. And then once you get more leads, obviously they need to go through and follow up with those leads. And then so I show them how to automate the whole follow-up, all the templates that we had inside of our system. And then from there, okay, now that we've got the lead generation, the follow-up, how to scale your business to 10K per month and beyond, become a 6-figure agent, all that good stuff. All right, so I would show them how to do this with the software and how we simplified all this stuff. And like I said, stick with me here to the end of this video, and I'm gonna show you guys how you guys can get this exact 90-minute webinar presentation, basically duplicate it, model it for your own, be able to go through and replicate what I've done. So 3 months of the software here, and then I'd have like training and I'd have templates and all that good stuff, right? So this was kind of the core funnel. And what I was selling this for was $997 or 3 payments of $367. Now, a majority, I'd say 80 to 85% of people would take this payment plan. And here's the deal. Most people like to kind of think in forms of payment. So if you're really going for mass scale, obviously you're not really gonna see like the profitability month 1. But by month 2 or by month 3, if you're willing to go through and wait that time to get those 2nd and 3rd payments come through, then you're able to see a nice return on your investment plus a lot more sales. Because my whole goal was to get the most amount of sales on this initial webinar, because after the 3 months, I was enrolling them in to a $199 per month software, right? So the only reason why I charged this on the front end was to go through and basically subsidize all of my marketing costs. Now, I was able to get this webinar to a point, I was doing it like every single week for about 3 or 4 years. Got this to the point that I had a 2-3x ROI. Usually that was cash collected month 1. Cash collected, I was a little over break even, and then I was a 2 to 3x ROI after the whole 3-month payment came in, okay? So I just want to be clear on that. But the nice thing is month 1, cash collected, I was break even, usually a little bit more profitable to be able to pay for all those ads and then just continue stacking these software clients. Now, the next thing I did, because usually on a webinar like this, you're gonna have about a 1 to 2% conversion rate, especially when you're going mass scale to cold leads. And so if you get 100 leads, you get 1 to 2 sales, it's great. However, you now have 98 to 99 people that did not buy the product. Maybe it's because the trust, credibility, rapport, maybe the price point. There's a whole bunch of different reasons why they might not buy. And so the next thing I would do is I would follow up with an email. And I know a lot of you guys have probably seen this on the channel if you've been following me for a while, but I would hit them up with a 30-day challenge. Okay, so what this 30-day challenge was honestly, I had this like whole big old training, like this master class right here. I just took out one of the modules and then I sold it as this 30-day challenge, and I would sell it in this form of, hey, get 15 exclusive real estate leads in the next 30 days. Okay, so I talked about the desired end result of the real estate agent. I talked about a time frame, and so this sold like crazy. And so I would sell this for $199, a one-time thing. They would get, instead of 3 months access to the software, they would get 30 days. Okay, which the crazy thing is after the 30 days, they'd roll into my monthly software recurring subscription, right? Whereas I know a lot of software companies do like free 7-day trials, free 14-day trials. Well, the cool thing is I actually did no trial with this. It was just a sexier offer, so people were willing to sign up for it. And then I got more people on this monthly recurring subscription up here anyway, right? And so this was amazing because like if you go through and talk about like you got a software company, hey, sign up for my free 14-day trial. Nobody wants to sign up for your free 14-day trial. Everyone's signed up for a free 14-day trial. It's nothing unique. And so be able to go through and say, hey, look, I've got training, I've got templates. I'm going to help you get 15 exclusive leads in the next 30 days. And then I'm going to show you, and by going through the training and getting that experience in that first 30 days, they're seeing how powerful the software is and how much it has helped their business, right? So this is key. So these two funnels were absolutely amazing. And I didn't start, so just kind of like go through the historical timeline of everything. I was just focused on this one core funnel for probably the first 18 months. I did this webinar live every single week to really optimize it, make sure that it was down pat, solid. And then I was like, you know what, I'm getting all these leads coming in. And I tried a lot of other lower ticket offers. They just didn't really perform as well. I mean, they brought a lot of cash in, but my whole goal was to increase the monthly recurring subscribers right here. So then this 30-day challenge was the one that really took off, be able to boost the number of recurring subscribers. And then after doing this for probably about another 6 to 12 months, I was like, you know what? I'm not a real estate agent. And there's a lot of real estate agents that might not really have the full trust in me because I am not a real estate agent. I'm really good at real estate marketing, generating leads, following up those leads, booking appointments, doing all that good stuff that real estate agents need. But because I'm not a real estate agent, there might be some disconnect and not some great trust. So what I did was I went and found a real estate agent who had amazing results, was like one of the top earners in their state, and they actually had they sold like the highest price listing in their entire state. And I went to his website. I don't know, I found him online somehow on social media, and I went to his website and I was like, okay, this guy has no idea how to go through and market his business, but I see he's got several courses here. He's got some great stuff, great content. So I actually just reached out to him. I did like a cold email or I can't remember if I like text him or how I got his info. Reached out to him and I was like, hey man, look, I've got this real estate software company. I see you've got a lot of coaching material, and I'm not a real estate agent myself, but I have thousands of real estate agents that would really find this beneficial and useful, be able to go through and after they get those leads, how to talk to the lead, how to work their warm market, how to go through and work their database, just different things that real estate agents do, right? And so I was like, let's connect. You don't know how to sell your course. I am extremely good at selling courses. I'll do all the heavy lifting. I'll generate all the leads. I'll spend my own money on advertising, and then we'll do a split. I can't remember what the split was. I think it was like a 20-80 or 70-30 split on the profit, right? So that was after the advertising costs and all that stuff went away. And he was like, sure, no problem, let's do it. Because obviously there was literally no work on him. The content was already all created. And so I was like, all right, perfect. So what we did is we created another webinar funnel right here. And I know this is probably the first time I've ever talked about this, so most people don't even know about this. So this was a webinar, and what we did, I actually just did this a one-time $997 because I wanted this just to be like a cash cow. This one up here with the payment plans, obviously you gotta wait kind of like 3 months to be able to go through and get all those payments collected, collect all that cash. But I'm just like, you know what? I am just gonna run ads. I did some Facebook ads, and I actually did a lot of YouTube ads on this one. And so I sold this coaching program for $9.97 via webinar. And the cool thing about this one is like, it was like 100% pure profit, and I didn't care if I lost all my, if I went and spent 10 grand, I didn't care if I only made 10 grand back, because the core of it was to just build my database to get more people up here in this whole funnel, right? So at the end of the day, I mean, call it what you want, but I was like, if I never pay this guy a dime, I don't really care, because also I'm building his brand big time, way more than his brand even is online right now, just by going through and marketing his stuff. And then I was able to pitch the webinar here. You know how most webinars you get on them and it's some guy talking about how amazing they are, their success story, their rags to riches, and how they made all this money? Well, I was able to go through and I say, hey, look, this guy, because originally he was like, I just don't want to mess with the coaching, the courses, all that stuff. He's like, I'm just kind of done with that. Mainly because he didn't know how to do it, because he didn't realize that like you could actually make quite a bit of money. And so I approached him. I was like, dude, let's do this. And he's like, initially was like, no, I'm just kind of done with that. I make way too much money selling real estate. And I was like, no, look, like I will literally take care of all of it. So I was able to present that in the webinar, like say, hey, this guy is the man. He's like the go-to guy. He is like the top agent in his state. And he actually said, I don't want to do this. And I said, no, you got great information to go through and share. And so the cool thing is I was able to present this webinar right here in an angle where I'm not like talking about myself and how amazing I am and all my results, but I was able to go through and build him up. And then people were like, people are just like, they're a lot more willing to go through and believe you if you're like not really just going through and talking about yourself and how amazing you are. When you're talking about somebody else and building them up, then the chances of them to actually go through and buy go up dramatically. And I think the very first month that we ran this, I think we spent probably 20, 25 grand on ads, brought in about 50 grand in revenue. So it was extremely profitable, and just continue to work that. And then we were all obviously generating all these leads here that then I was able to feed back up into this webinar right here. And then if they didn't buy here, we'd have the follow-up right here. And on this webinar, I gave them even a little bonus. I think I gave them another 3 months as well to our software, just to get more people onto that monthly recurring subscription. Because guys, at the end of the day, the whole goal of your software company, all the value is in your monthly recurring revenue. So all of these things, these front end things is cool. It's the sexier offers that will go through and sell. But then at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you're making with all of these. It's all about this monthly recurring revenue up there, right? So anyway, guys, I hope this video was helpful as far as going through and breaking down how I was able to go through and get over 15,000 paying clients with absolutely zero sales team and be able to scale my own real estate software company. And if you guys stuck around here to the end of this video, first of all, thank you. And if you haven't yet, smash the like button, drop a comment down below. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook you guys up with all of these funnels right here, okay? I'm gonna give you guys the exact copy and paste templates. When you go through and sign up for the GoHighLevel software under my affiliate link, which I'm gonna have down below this video. So the cool thing about this is a 30-day extended free trial. And if you're like, Jason, I've never heard of GoHighLevel, what is this? So what it is it's a software platform for marketing agencies. And what you can do is you can white label their software, and it's literally $4.97 a month. I was spending over $40,000 per month on software development, where you guys get all this stuff for $4.97 a month after a 30-day trial. So in the first 30 days, you can get all this set up, literally copy my exact business. And then after that, you're starting to get clients, scaling up your business, leveraging my exact model. And so I'm gonna have that link down below so you guys can go through and get this all set up. I've got tons of videos on my channel talking a little bit more about what GoHighLevel is if you're still kind of curious. So anyway, it's for marketing agencies, but the cool thing is that's different about their platform is they have allowed you, they have this way that you can go through and turn it into your own software company. So it's your own white label software company on your own domain. You connect your own Stripe account, you have your own customers, your own support, your own everything, but you don't have to worry about building out the product, the software development, all that stuff, because that's extremely expensive, and just managing developers is a pain in the butt itself. So anyway, guys, if you guys want that, just drop a comment down below. I'll share with you guys that link 100% for free. You guys can go through, get started with this, kind of go through my whole training, see how it all works, and help you guys grow your own software business. So thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.